Okay, welcome everybody to this week's call. My name is Jackie Boyle and I live in sunny Sydney, Australia. And we have the pleasure of welcoming Dr. Joseph Ahrens, dual-nominated Nobel Prize scientist. And he has four amazing products that we are going to deep dive into today and discuss why they are so beneficial for our body and why each one of them is so unique and how they can assist and support our body, but also looking at different doses and also why they combining them together being a perfect marriage, why they work so well as well. So, Dr. Ahrens, how are you? Welcome to the call.
I'm great, thank you. Finally got all my audio issues solved. I'm great.
Awesome. So, I believe that you're still in the Bahamas, aren't you, at the moment?
Yes, until Saturday.
Until Saturday. And so we've already let the cat out of the bag. So it is your birthday tomorrow. So we did discuss and say that going 365 days around the sun is a really important thing because there's lots of things that happen. So we all want to wish you a happy birthday for tomorrow. I'm going to wish you today because in Australia it's actually your birthday.
Well, thank you very much. Yes, it has been a very momentous year. I made it 364 days right now. So thank you very much.
My pleasure. So we are going to talk today about Emulin M, Emulin C, and 24/7 AM and PM, but we might actually start off on Emulin M. And let's talk about, why this product is so beneficial for people's health and talk about the difference between the two products to start with. And then we might go into why altering the doses is such an important factor to consider.
Yeah, well, I like to talk about Emulin because everybody needs Emulin. I had a long discussion this morning with someone who I know can use it, and as well, it's just another supplement. No, it's not just another supplement. We feel we have discovered another vitamin. So we are not formulators at ATM Metabolics. That's the company that Valentis has contracted with for Emulin. We're not formulators. We actually make discoveries. And we discovered a group of bioflavonoids, polyphenolics, the same word, flavonoids. And they're the part of plants that cause the color. Even though flav sounds like it's flavor, well, that's in, I think it's Greek. It actually, flav means light. So the colored part, and everybody knows the colored parts are good for you. And when you say, well, you need some more vitamins, whether it's vitamin A or vitamin C, eat the dark stuff, the dark leafy greens, the bright reds. That's really where the vitamins are. And this is where these flavonoids are. And it's just been an overlooked a piece of information. For decades, nutritionists and scientists just thought that flavonoids were good antioxidants. They thought, oh, that's what they do. They're antioxidants. They're there to protect the fruit or vegetable, and you eat them, and then they protect you. They keep you from rusting. That's what antioxidant means. They keep your insides from rusting. But we found out, no, they are good antioxidants, but this class of compounds actually is needed for you to have optimum control of your immune system and also to have optimum carbohydrate metabolism. That's what this group of polyflavonoids does. Now, how in the world did we come across that? Well, we found one a long time ago in a citrus fruit and then started looking at it and did around 7 years of research, actually up to 10 years of research. And we've moved away from citrus and found out that in all fruits and vegetables, but particularly those from a tropical origin, they have a set of polyflavonoids that help with managing your immune system. So that's what we say. They support your immune system. And then you take these products and your immune system is working top notch where it should be. And all of a sudden, you get a broken bone, it heals in half the time. You have diseases and they go away, so you think. They don't really, but it appears they do. What's going on? Well, we supported your immune system. These vitamin-like compounds, I have to say vitamin-like, these vitamin-like compounds are necessary for your immune system to operate at its peak condition. So unlike other supplements that we might take, like more calcium, something like that, or more things that we should be eating, don't get enough, like omega-3 fatty acids, just supplement your diet. These actually are not in our normal diets because they're in such trace amounts in the current food that we eat. Dark berries is the #1 source of them. Well, a few hundred years ago, 1,000 years ago, certainly, these products, these molecules were in our food supply, and we ate them, and we performed adequately. But over the decades, the centuries, these flavonoids have been bred out of these fruits and vegetables, and you just can't get enough. I mean, you'd have to eat like 10 kilograms of dark grapes a day just to get enough. And, you can't do that. So well, you could do it, but you would have to move your office to the bathroom because you'd be sitting on the toilet all day. So we give you supplements and get them to the level that they should be in your diet. So that's really what Emulin is. It's a group of polyflavonoids that come from natural foods, and we extract them and concentrate them and purify them, and then make them available for you to supplement your diet with them. And everyone needs them. Certainly a baby that's growing needs these vitamin-like compounds as their new tissues develop. As they get into adolescence, they have another period in their life where new tissues and new functions and enzyme systems are starting to come on board. You absolutely need to have this so your immune system continues to improve and regulate properly. And then as young adults, raising families, you actually physiologically, you mature around 21 and 22 years old on average. Then you've got to think about a family. Again, you need these polyflavonoids in order for those systems to operate properly. Get into middle age. Now the body's in the wear and tear. You need these flavonoids for your immune system to operate properly and repair your body properly. That's one of the biggest problems, especially, a guy like me, we call us baby boomers. Somebody called us that because there was a spurt of babies being born, a boom, right after World War II in the early 50s. And so my age, you get worn out. Your body wears out. Well, why is that? Because you don't have enough of these polyflavonoids in there. If you did, your body would not wear out as easily, because your body would repair itself properly. Everyone is operating with a huge disadvantage that's not taking Emulin, because your immune system is just not functioning properly. And nature meant for you to take these bioflavonoids just like any other vitamin. Then you get into, even as old as me now, getting to the grave, I guess. Even now you have problems with a little memory loss. And again, your body can repair itself if you supply it with these supplements. So that is what led us to develop Emulin. And Emulin M is the one for maintenance. Everyday activity. You should have a good diet, and you should eat properly and have exercise. Move every now and then. Get up off the TV and put the remote on the other side of the room. And as you move and your body incorporates this new tissue into your systems under the management of Emulin, you will notice right away a refreshing feeling, and you can't quite put your finger on it because it's not like the maintenance is not like you had an issue you're trying to overcome. You'll start sleeping better because your body repaired itself better. Your brain repaired itself better. You'll sleep better, and the food that you do eat will be utilized better. If you get a sprain or you put a chip your fingernail or something. It heals quicker. It does not speed up that healing. It does not cure diseases. It just supports your immune system. And that's what cures diseases and does repair. A lot of times you think about the immune system as I get a virus or a bacteria, and the immune system comes in there with antibodies. That's just a little part of the immune system. It really has to do with detection of not just a virus or a foreign body, but detection of where your body's damaged, where you tear little ligaments every day. You tear little tiny ligaments, and you get up the next day and you're so sore you can't move. It detects that and then sends in the stuff you need to repair those micro injuries. And also, without Emulin, your body is kind of your immune system is not managed properly, and it might overreact to something, and then it continually reacts to these microaggressions you're feeling all the time. And not only natural ones, but golly, the bombardment of all the radiation, that's kind of safe, so to speak, but it's not. Even certain lights that we have on us all day, that is a constant pressure on your body. And you suffer inflammation from that. Your body's saying, what's going on? What's going on? Well, with the Emulin in there, it manages that. It tells it when to fight, and it tells it when to turn off. And you feel a more sense of well-being. M for maintenance for most everybody. How much of that should you take? Well, we calculate the average weight of people throughout the world. You've got to start somewhere. And we said, for an average person, 500 to 750 milligrams is a good maintenance dose. Now, the problem with saying that is some people do not absorb that as easily as other people. Some people absorb it very readily. That's just any food you eat at all. We have differences like that. You would absorb sugar faster than I would, maybe, or the other way around. Each of us is a little different. On average, we're the same, but each of us have a little different issues, and some of us have digestive issues a lot. So we say, okay, 2 to 3 of these capsules a day. But you know what? If you have some issue you're trying to solve, you want to get over, maybe you're aching a little bit more, or you're traveling, you're jet lagged, take some more. And you need to play with that dose. You could take less. I'm not just trying to sell product. Heavens no. Just take less. Always take some, but take one. Build up. Take 2. You will find that level where you operate the best. You'll say, wow, I've been taking 4 capsules a day now for a week, 2 weeks, and I can tell that I'm kind of waking up. And you probably take 6 and doesn't do any better. Well, just go back down. Find that level that fits your body. And it's also a good idea, if you like, to cycle. That your body likes that, no matter what it is. It doesn't want you to have the same food every day. It gets bored. So you could change up on it. You could go down to 2 and then go back up to 4. I actually do that. I always take a couple, but today I took 3, and I'm getting ready to travel. So I might probably take 4 tomorrow and the next day if I start. I know that my body's going to be under attack. Even, I'm going to be in these environments where lots of people and lots of coughing and sneezing. So I'll bump it up during that period. Then I get back in my routine. I probably drop down to 2. It's good to do that. So that is Emulin M, a discovery, a vitamin-like compound that everybody needs. I'm not joking here. I sound like a used car salesman sometimes. Everybody needs a little child that comes in a capsule. Break it open, put it in their whatever they're drinking, their juice or their milk or whatever they're taking, put it on their steel cut oatmeal and mix it in there. My granddaughter, if I don't, I sometimes babysit her and I forget to put the Emulin in there. She chews me out. Where's the Emulin, granddad? So, okay, how do I do it? She said, you break it open, put it in the grape juice. Okay. So she knows better than I do. Emulin M for everybody for maintenance. Well, that's great. What does Emulin M do? It helps with carbohydrate metabolism. It takes the natural sugars that you do eat, the natural carbs, and make sure they get where they need to go, into your muscle tissue and into your brain. It keeps them out of fat tissue, and it keeps them out of where it should not go. And you'll notice, wow, I'm just not as inflamed. My joints feel better. There's no buildup in my blood. But if you really do have an issue with high blood sugar, your body wants to maintain wherever it was yesterday. That's called homeostasis. And even if you try to lower your blood sugar, you say, okay, I'm just not going to eat any carbs for a while. Your body will fight that. It wants to be where it was yesterday morning. So it makes its own sugar. Even if you don't eat sugar, your body will make its own sugar from other food supplies because it wants to keep that certain blood sugar. Well, we came up with the product Emulin C that really focuses on lowering your blood sugar to a proper level. And it does that by supporting your body's carbohydrate metabolism. Is a 7-step process that this product is actually doing. It slows down the sugar from coming from your stomach, your gut, going into your bloodstream. It lets it trickle into your bloodstream, so to speak. It's actually a little doorway right in your gut lining. It's called glucose transporter 2. And instead of wham, opening up and the blood sugar jumping into your blood and the blood sugar going up and insulin spike peaks, opens the door real little bit and the sugar trickles in and you don't get the big spike. You don't get a big spike in insulin. And that's extremely good for your body. That's how you were meant to take sugar. And I'm telling you, 500 years ago, you were eating foods that had Emulin in them. In fact, a lot of those very sweet berries, they had the Emulin in them naturally. Now they don't. They've been bred out by accident. So you had that in your bloodstream. And so the sugar came in there very slow, peaceful, doesn't shock your system. And then once the sugar is in your blood, it opens the doors into the muscle tissue in the brain to get it out of that blood and get it into where it needs to go. It also helps sugar come out and fatty acids be released from fatty tissue so they can be burned up. That's why a lot of people experience weight loss with Emulin. And it also does this trick. It keeps your body from making new sugar. That's really remarkable. No other weight loss product does that. This is a patented formula. Your body will try to increase your blood sugar, but this says, wait, slow down. Not so fast. So it has all these things working together. It slows the absorption of sugar into the blood. It helps the sugar come out of fat tissue. It puts the sugar into your brain and your muscles. It tells your body, do not make new sugar. And it lets your body get used to a lower sugar level and adopt that lower sugar as normal. So you have much easier time in maintaining the proper blood sugar and the proper weight. And it also helps with production of insulin. You become more insulin sensitive. So this product, C, is for people that are more concerned with regulating and managing their blood sugar. It supports your body in doing that. So those are the differences between those two. Emulin C is to control that sugar. It doesn't do it directly, like sucking it up as a sponge like some drugs do, but it works with your body. It supports your natural system to ultimately lower that blood sugar. It's for that control. M is for maintenance for everyone else. And just like with Emulin M, you need to play around with the dose. You could probably, if some people report great effect just by taking one tablet, one capsule, and some people say, well, it's not working for me, and then they hit some magic number like 6 or so. My wife was that. She was very resistant. She just could not absorb Emulin well. She got into the 6th level, and that's when the changes happened. Now she loved that product. So C for control, M for management. And that's all my company was going to do. That was, we just need to get this word out, and we need to find companies to work with to distribute this product. And many of you know, we tried a couple of different companies. Well, this one company called us up one day and they said, I heard this Emulin is really great, but what I really want is a weight loss product. I want something that focuses on weight loss. And they had heard that we had formulated a weight loss product for somebody about 3-4 years ago. And at the one of these conventions, I can't remember which one it was, but the product got nominated for the best weight loss product of that year, like in 2018 or 17, something like that. And so he said, Valencia said, can you produce a weight loss? Because we have this great coffee product and we have other weight loss products, but for those people that just don't like coffee, can you make something in lieu of that? And that also, if they did take the coffee, it worked perfect with the coffee. I said, yeah, well, I can do that. So I went back to the lab and talked to a couple of the guys and our manufacturer, and we came up with something we call 24/7, because it's like round the clock, 7 days a week. It's actually 2 separate products. This is why this product is extra special. A lot of people don't realize that it's the same price as the other Valentis products, but you get 2 bottles. It's a red capped one for the day, red, sun, get it? Maybe I should have made it orange. And a blue one for night, usually associated with sleep, blue, sleep. Day and night. 24/7, around the clock, 7 days of the week. And you're getting 2 products, and you do not have to take both of them. You can just take the red one, the day one, or just take the night. It depends on what you're trying to achieve, what you're trying to accomplish. And what this product does is similar to Emulin, but not exactly the same. It manages those carbohydrates. Just like Emulin, it gets the sugar where it needs to go and keeps it out of where it shouldn't go. But on top of that, it has some natural molecules in it that help curb your appetite. Now, that's not very unusual. There's products out there that are appetite suppressants, but they usually whack your brain, to do that. Actually, when I was real young, I used to steal my mother's diet pills, and we'd go out and that's another story. But this thing does not whack you up. It's very natural. And come to find out, yes, hundreds of years ago, you normally consume these products. That's why I'm always about diet. Much of our problem, hunger pains and weakness and broken bones that take 3 months to heal, and appetite. Well, the plants themselves were giving us appetite control. We have just taken that natural molecule, added it to the product, so to help you suppress your appetite, also to help you feel more full. That's 2 different things there. One of them works on a hormone level and keeps you from feeling hungry. The other one actually makes you feel that you're full. That's 2 different things. Gets rid of the craving. We also have something in there that helps take advantage of producing serotonin. Now, if you ever listen to some of my lectures on sleep, serotonin is the molecule that comes from tryptophan. Tryptophan is stuff in your diet. It comes from things like salmon, spinach. It's really a good molecule to consume. Here we are back to fish. Man, fish is good for the body. Also, remember those omega-3 fatty acids. And so tryptophan turns into the awake chemical, serotonin. And that brightens you up in the day. It responds to light. It comes on. And we have some natural molecules in there that enhance that process. So, wow, you get appetite control. You're feeling pretty full, but you feel energized without the jitters. No jitters here. This is just nature as nature intended. It's a natural product. You would have been eating these things 500 and 600 years ago. And so that is the part of the daytime. Energized. You think clearer. Helps wake you up without stimulant. And I think there might be a little caffeine in there, but it's not there as a stimulant. It's just a low level, because caffeine has its own purpose in your body besides just waking you up and giving you jitters. It actually helps run some of the metabolic systems in your body. And natural foods have caffeine in them, not just tea and coffee, which of course are natural, but chocolate is, cocoa is a good example. Cinnamon, they have caffeine in them. We would consume caffeine naturally. There are some berries that have caffeine in them. We would consume caffeine. So we're just making sure that you do get these products naturally in a right, correct amounts. So what about the blue? Well, the blue does half of what the red does. It keeps that carbohydrate burning going on, just like in the daytime. Just because you go to sleep, your body does not shut down. So we make sure that those carbs just don't stay floating around in your bloodstream, especially when you have, most people eat their biggest meal right before bedtime. I mean, like they eat at 6 or 7 and then they go to bed at 3 or 4. And your body is loaded. They're charged up with food and you lay down and sleep. That is not a good thing to do metabolically. So we keep that process going without it causing you to be stimulated by the stuff coming out of your food. It's a more gentle carbohydrate mechanism that we put in there. Plus, there's melatonin. That's the other side of the serotonin. You remember I said the serotonin wakes you up, and it's the daytime active, I'm alive chemical. It's a feel-good chemical. And dopamines are released because of that. That's the ones that make you feel good. Well, as they get to the end of the day and the sun goes down, serotonin turns into melatonin. And melatonin is the chemical that puts you to sleep. You have to have it. You cannot function without melatonin. You would never sleep. Melatonin puts you into the deep sleep, the REM sleep. And we've got just enough in there. It's not overloaded. I know how much you need usually. If you have too much of it, you can have nightmares. I mean, you sleep so deeply, your dreams are so vivid. But we've got the right amount in there. And people have come to us and say, I have not had deep REM sleep in decades. I forgot what it was like to have a good dream. My dreams are vivid. And that's all I can say is, and I say, yeah, that's what's supposed to happen. You just don't know. You have not been normal. This normalizes that process. And so that's what happens at nighttime. It calms you down. There's calming and relaxing. There's melatonin in there, and it also keeps that carbohydrate cycle going so your body just doesn't go sluggish on you during sleep. 2 different products, and you do not have to take both of them. I know people that just take the blue one because they said, wow, my main issue is I'm just not sleeping well. And once you do this and you sleep well and you have proper carbohydrate metabolism, you lose weight, no doubt about it. So I think there's other few things I'd like to say, but I want to know if you think that I've covered those 4 products adequately, or did I just confuse people?
No, I think you did a very good job. I'd like you to touch base on, like if somebody is having sleep issues or if they are having hunger pains, that it's okay to increase their dose. You spoke about it with Emulin M and Emulin C, that if the body's needing more, then it's okay to maybe for 2, 3 days or 4 days to increase double the dose, probably even to help with hunger pains or to help with extra sleep. Like, is that something that would be okay?
Yeah, it's okay. So just like Emulin and any other food, everyone absorbs a little differently, and you may not be getting the good enough dose because your body just may be resistant to absorbing some of these food products. You know, there's people that can eat a ton of food and they just never seem to gain weight. Everybody is different. Some people just take a little bite of something and bam, they get 10 kilos all of a sudden. So your body might absorb a little differently. So just because of that reason, you could double it. I wouldn't go more than double. I wouldn't do it. But
So,
also for one night, a week, or whatever, yes, particularly the blue one, you could double up on that, and you'll get a better sleep.
the other thing is, Dr. Ahrens, what is the magic behind combining these 2 products? When we talk about, layering Emulin M and C and or with 24/7, what is the benefits of doing that? Because there are active ingredients in there that are the same, but a little bit different. there's one less in one of the products. Do you want to explain to people why they would benefit potentially by layering those two products together?
Yes, well, when we made these products, we were focused on some real specific issues. So with Emulin C, we were working on management of blood sugar. Emulin M, we wanted everyone to have a better managed immune system. But they both, M and C, they both manage the immune system. They both help with blood sugar, but the C is more skewed to help with the blood sugar. The M is more skewed to help with the immune system. That was the focus. I mean, I'm all about a good diet. So I think we miss a tremendous amount of different things in our diet. But you'd be having 100 capsule supplements a day in order to get a perfect diet with the current diet you have. That you need sometimes more protein powder. I have other products such as my own man shake that I put together. Each one of these are dealing with different issues, and the red and the blue capped 24/7 AM PM, that was dealing with weight loss. It was focused on weight loss. Now, these 4 products, all of them are overlapped just a little bit because I'm a specialist in this area of flavonoids, and they're overlapped. But when you put those together, you're doing a couple of things. Furthermore, you're getting an increased dose of a couple of those molecules because there is overlap, and that's a good thing. That's a very good thing, like quercetin. And also, it covers a broader range of body chemistries. Think about that. There are all these different systems. A and PM are working on 4 or 5 different systems. Emulin M and C are working on 7 other systems. And so there's a couple of them that are overlapped, but you get a broader range of help that everybody needs in their body. And so I just, I got to stop somewhere. So I said, okay, these 4 products together will cover a good 12 different systems in your body. And so there is a synergy there. And it's not like you doubled up, but it's like getting help with waking up from 2 different sources, not 2 different metabolisms. There's all types of systems in our body that are trying to get us through life every day. And these are enhancing 2 or 3 different ones. And you wake up. And there's another magic here. Because of that, you will find out, as part of the immune system, that some of your chemicals that usually dissolve away as you get older, like elastin, which holds the connective tissue right under your skin and between the fat and the skin, and right in above the collagen, there's something called elastin. Well, it does sound like elastic, doesn't it? And when you get older, your body does not replace that as well. And that's why your skin sags. That's why you get things like cottage cheese and cellulitis. Your body is running out of, you need collagen. You certainly need collagen, but elastin is the glue, the rubber glue that holds the whole thing together. And because your body's repair systems are now working even better with the AMPM, you have more elastin. And you'll notice after a while that your skin feels a little tighter and you got a little less jowl here, less wrinkles here. And I did not make this as to help with skin tightening, but I knew it was going to happen. And I said, well, this is a good thing. Lose weight, they got to tighten your skin up. But it's really because of the general good health that your body is now undergoing, and it naturally now replaces its elastin a whole lot better. Then couple that with Emulin, many metabolic systems, all those chemicals inside are being rejuvenated better, and you actually do feel it's a fountain of youth.
I'm just laughing at some of the comments on here that some people are saying they need to take half a bottle if it's going to be tightening and doing the anti-aging, I guess, really. Dr. Ahrens, I want to touch base on one thing. I know that we've gone over the time, but I think it's really important as we head into in a few months' time, and we know it's close, but Emulin M has undergone a really important seal, and the banned substance control seal is a process of where over 496 illicit substances have been put into that product, and it's been proven that it's a non-masking agent. Now, not only is it for the sporting area of all ages, but it's also for in the workplace too, in regards to that a lot of workplaces are testing, drug tested now to ensure that their employees are doing the right thing by being on the job. So how important is that in your eyes that BOCG seal has now been provided for Emulin M only, that we can take that out into the globe and share that with people, knowing that that product is has that seal, not just for sport, but for everyday life, like when we start looking at the employment aspect as well.
Well, that was the original focus to the sports aspect because as I said, it helps the immune system and athletes, their bodies repair faster on them. And so they wanted to know, well, is this a masking agent or is there any banned substances in here? So that we got that seal of approval that no, it is no banned substances and there's no masking agent. So they can take it freely and not be worried about drug tests and someone say, oh, you've got a masking agent. No, they're free, but it's everyone else. Just like you said, people that get tested, my son-in-law was tested randomly for drugs and they asked him, well, what is this Emulin? Well, here it is. And it's got a seal, and it's official. And he doesn't have to worry. But look at kids like this. You can give this to your children, your teenagers, and know that it's not only is it safe, but it's been accredited that it is not a banned substance. It's not a masking agent. This opens up the whole market for people to feel safe and secure that they can take this product.
Yeah, no, thank you. I just wanted to touch base on it because I know we're really focusing on the companies focusing on in the sporting industry for the, improving the immune system, recovery process, but to be able to even take it into a separate market of within the working environment, within schools and things like, because there's a lot of drug testing going across the board in different platforms. So I really think that you've covered a lot of great topics here tonight, Dr. Ahrens, and from what I can see through the chat, a lot of people agree too. They're very grateful for what you've been able to provide, to be able to break down each product and to be able to have the understanding and knowledge of what Emulin M is all about, what the difference between Emulin M and Emulin C is. But more importantly for me, I love 24/7 AM PM because understanding that product and getting that message out there, that the importance of what it can do independently, AM and or PM, if you want to take it separately, but combining them together, that just creates a different lot of magic. But combining it on top of and marrying it together with Emulin again, boy, oh boy, my body just loves it. I know that much. So, and I wouldn't be without it. And I think there's quite a few people on here as well. So I really want to thank you for what you've provided to us today because it's really always invaluable, the information that you provide to us and how you explain it to us that we can understand it and we can share it with others. Is there anything that you'd want to finish off with on the eve of your birthday?
Well, thank goodness I'm not going to get a cake tomorrow. I told people that people know me, don't bring any cake. Bring lobsters, and all kind of little fishies from the sea and things like that. And we're going to have a really nice cookout. But I just always want to close with Emulin is for everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody. Please stay on the call, but I want to thank you and we look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks so much, Dr. Ahrens.